Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer. So in this video I want to speak about a comment that kept on coming up a lot, and even in my comment section. There was a video I made the other day where there was this speculation about Nwoko and Regina, whether they're broken up or not, and all of that. So, and I saw this comment and I want to address it. Comment about Regina Daniels' mother. People believe, some people believe that she forced Regina Daniels to marry this man. Some people believe it's her fault that her daughter married Nwoko. Some people like attacking the mother, attacking the mother, attacking the mother. Now, I want to come here and say this. My opinion, as always. I believe people are getting it wrong. When Regina said, she met the man and they started, then she went home and told her mother. I actually believe that. Now, the question I think people should be, another question is, when she told her mother, was the mother against it or not? It's another question altogether. But to say it is the mother that told her to marry Regina, or the mother should have stopped it, the mother should have done that, the mother should have done that. People get that wrong. When, according to, they said Regina was 18, right? Or she was about to turn 18. But traditional, whatever would have been done before, after she turned 18, whatever. Even if she was 17, that's what you have to realize. At that age, it's hard to force a girl of her age to do this or do that. Like if the mother had said it will not happen, I believe if she wanted to, I believe to a great extent, she may have still gone ahead. I am one of those that I personally do not blame her mother. Personally. Okay. Listen to me. Listen. You write your own opinion in the comment section, right? Okay. Now, is it possible that when she came home and said, there's this man over, and the mother found out who he is, it's possible she was like, oh wow, I'm not saying it happened, but it's possible that she was like, okay, the man get money now, what's the problem? Okay, Nigerian economy is not let me not start laughing. It's not funny. There are a lot of mothers in Nigeria. Let's not be hypocrites. There are a lot of Nigerian mothers in Nigeria that will take, don't forget our forefathers were selling their daughters. When I say selling their daughters, if they see a man that has money, they will say, I beg, marry. So that they will have a rich in-law that will be giving them big presents, buy them a house. Even forget about the financial aspect. Let's not forget Ojukwu and Bianca. Bianca was not the daughter of a poor man. If you're coming across me for the first time and you do not know, my name is Summer Akko, and this is my YouTube channel. I'm a Nigerian that lived abroad for many years and visited Nigeria for the first time in a long time and fell in love with Nigeria and shared my Jakarta story. And as we speak, I now own a Shortlet and I'm very close to the airport. If you're coming into Nigeria, you need somewhere to stay, contact me, the number on the screen. If you want to stay in my Shortlet, it's going to be the cleanest Shortlet you've ever been in. I'm not bragging, it's a statement of fact. There are people that have booked me. They actually have houses in Lagos, but when they landed, maybe it's 11 at night or 12 at night or too late at night, they don't want to go home that night. They want to stay in my Shortlet because I'm close to the airport, and then they go home in the morning. You understand? So we actually also help people to organize airport pickups. And why that is good is this: the fact that I know who I sent to go pick you up. I wouldn't send someone that I do not trust, you understand, or someone that I feel like is not traceable. So this is the estate where my Shortlet is. Guys, I'm telling you guys, especially Nigerians abroad that have this terrible image of Nigeria. Not all, some people. So when some of them have come to stay in my Shortlet, they're like, wow. They're like, this will even 5 pass abroad. You understand? So it's important. Not just choose any Shortlet. Make sure you choose a Shortlet in a nice neighborhood, in a safe neighborhood, in a clean neighborhood. No all this lousy, noisy neighborhood. Very peaceful neighborhood. In this estate, you can go for a walk even at night if you want, because it is that safe. There are actually a lot of foreigners that stay in this estate, and you see them walking around comfortably. Contact our WhatsApp number now to book. The way I know the story, or I heard the story, is that Bianca's father and Ojukwu were friends. Ojukwu then saw Bianca and fell in love. Bianca's parents refused. What happened? Bianca still married Ojukwu. What does that tell you? And after how many years, Bianca's father finally took it like that. From what I heard though, is like eventually, because that thing broke up the relationship between Ojukwu and Bianca's father. But the thing that they now said is that after many years, the man Kukuma accepted the daughter has made her choice. Accepted. Ojukwu already, Bianca was already married with children. They said after some time, the father later changed. Not that he changed his mind, but he accepted what it was. So let's not forget that Bianca did not marry Ojukwu because she was hungry. You understand? You don't know the kind of love that Ojukwu showed her, that she fell in love with him. You understand? It's possible. I will say it again. Bianca was not from a poor home, so money was not the issue. So what am I speaking about? That Regina's mother may have said no, and Regina may have still gone ahead. It will not be the first time we hear stories of parents not approving and their child still goes ahead. You know what I mean? So let's get that aspect correctly. People are seeing Regina's mother. She's not living, you know, large. You know, they are in private jets, they are in this one, they are in that one. And they say this is why the mother went and gave her to an old man. Went and gave her to an old man. We have no proof that she's the one that gave her to an old man. It's possible the girl gave herself. If we even talk about whatever, if you look at the girl, let me say woman, sorry, she's a married woman, you know, even though she's still, I think, about 24-year-old now. If you look at her, you will tell that this girl is about 24, from what we understand, right? If you look at her, she's like a woman in her late 30s. When you look at her, in a lot of, to be honest, she doesn't look 24. She looks much, when I say, like, you know, looking older is not about whether you age on your face or whatever. Mature look, her looks, she looks as matured as a woman in her 30s. That's how you understand. So something I always announce in my videos is the fact that I do a weight loss program. I shared my weight loss secret. Basically, let me say, for those of you that have not heard about it. So basically, I shared the story of moving back to Nigeria, and in the process, I gained a lot of weight. And then, you know, it's so much going on. I just came back. I kind of changed my routine. There was just so much going on. Gained a lot of weight. I worked on it and I lost all the weight. And somebody left a comment and on one of my videos and said, that Nigeria has really shown some shaggy. Look at how skinny, or whatever way they phrase it. And I said, no, Nigeria did not do this to me. In short, Nigeria did the opposite to me. I gained a lot of weight. And I said, this is intentional weight loss. And I said, if you knew what I did to lose this weight, you'll be paying me to teach you. And people were contacting me, Soma, please teach me. And that was how I created my weight loss program. And to date, it has been, I'm not gonna lie, it has blown my mind. And since then, I've lost the weight and I've kept it off. And I have a weight loss program in case you're coming across this and you want to sign up. I'm going to put the link in the description box and in the comment section. And if you want to Google it, it's SummerAkuHealthyWeightLoss.com, because it's not just about losing weight, but losing it in a healthy way. It's important. Be careful. I've been saying it. I've been doing this disclaimer. If you're breastfeeding, you have diabetes, or you're pregnant, if you do not have the discipline to stop when you reach the ideal weight, please do not do it, because you're going to lose too much weight. If you look at me, you can see that I'm not losing too much. I'm losing enough. I told you guys, you get to the point whereby you become so in charge that you are trying to balance it, that you don't lose too much and you don't get, like, your role becomes about balancing it, that it doesn't go too low or doesn't go up. So I'm at a point whereby I'm trying to balance it. I know where I want to stay and I try not to go, because being overweight is unhealthy and being underweight is also unhealthy. So I always do this disclaimer: don't join if you don't have the discipline to stop when you achieve your ideal weight. So I use that word healthy because it's important to lose weight in a healthy way. You don't have to starve, you don't have to go to the gym. It will blow your mind. So it's SummerAkuHealthyWeightLoss.com. That is my website. Don't be too quick to blame somebody else for another person's decisions, because you never know. That is my message. So what would people have said if Regina's mother said no and Regina went ahead? What? You get my point. Let's not forget that her father did not support. Her father came up publicly and said no. Upon everything, the man cried out on social media. What happened? What did he achieve? As in, did he stop Regina from going ahead? He didn't. Look at the man today. Now, when Regina had the child, the man went there. That is acceptance. It doesn't mean that if there's a rewind, the man will not still say, I don't want my daughter to marry this man. But accepting that she has made her choice. Let me leave it to her, support my daughter regardless. You get my... I hope I'm making sense. Look at the other day that she posted a video of her. She came back and the father went to pick her from the airport or whatever. That is man accepting that what don't happen. We don't see in Western society now when parents say no, even underage children, don't marry this elderly, this guy, the age gap is too much. They will go to whatever and go and do American quickie weddings. It's been happening. So I am very reluctant. I'm very, very reluctant to be one of those that will be blaming Regina's mother. I say, why would you go and give your daughter? Or why will you allow? Why will you allow? There are the ages where children get to. You know, there are ages where children get to that you have to realize that you can't force things on them. They will still make their own choice. They will still make up their own minds. You may just give advice and leave it at that. But you should not become estranged. Because let me tell you guys, if the mother say, don't marry this man, and she say, I must marry him, and the mother say, I disown you, is that, people will be happy then? Abi? Sorry. People will be happy then. People will be happy then. Yeah, she disowned her daughter. And then she and the mother not will talk to each other again. Your mother and daughter will not be speaking to each other. And she has children. The mother will not have any relationship with the children, will not talk to her daughter anymore. They become estranged mother and daughter. They become enemies. And then, is that what people will not be? Yeah. Let's be honest. Let's actually, you understand? Let's actually be honest. You know what I mean? For a mother to say, okay, excuse me. You know what I mean? Because that is another thing that may happen. And the mother says no. And the girl says, I'm going ahead. And the mother and daughter will not fall out. And people will then be clapping and say, mother and daughter don't fall out. They have become enemies for life because of the choices of the daughter. I'm just flipping it the other way for people to think very well about it. And I believe that Bianca Ojukwu is I think is a good example of a daughter that the parents said no. Especially the father, they said the father did not approve, but she still went ahead and weigh it with this one. Let me tell you guys, for me, my biggest issue, is not Regina's issue, as in something that I am not a fan of, is polygamy. Age gap, I'm not advising a big age gap. I'm not advising that, because for me, I feel like I'm one of those that believe that love is love, age gap does not matter. But if we want to be practical, we say, okay, when it's too much, the disadvantage is that Bianca there was an interview in which she said that, I can't remember how she phrased it, but basically she was saying that she would not allow her daughter, or she would not want her daughter to do what she did. If I remember the article, maybe I'll read it, in which Bianca that has been through this said it, that if she's not a mother, that she has a daughter, she will not want her daughter to do what she did. So the thing about a big age gap that concerns me sometimes, is if polygamy for me is a no-no, but big age gap, the thing is that ideally if things happen the way things should happen, naturally, forget about on how they will say untimely exits and stuff like that. A man, for a man, when the age gap is, like they said, Regina and Nwoko is about 40 years, you understand? So in the next how many years, the man may be, the next how many years, you think about how long the man, ideally, we don't know, nobody decides how long somebody will live. Some young people have married at the age of 25 and the man still died early. It did happen. But I'm just saying, if things happen naturally, the man, what's it called? Nwoko, naturally, when the age gap is too much, you'll not be like, okay, this man is 40 years older. He's going to be gone 40 years before he will leave this world much earlier. We leave this world, many years before the woman. And then she's going to, like Bianca now. Ojukwu is gone. And Bianca has been widowed, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, sometimes people stay married their age mate and the man still goes. But I'm just saying that naturally, if things were to go the natural way, if there is still age gap, if the age gap is too much and things happen naturally, the man supposed to be gone before the woman because he's older, right? That's one big thing. Another thing is, like, for example, when it comes to all these things, you say, okay, children. So that's one of the things I always say. Ideally, we want to raise our children and they should be all sorted and gone before we leave this world. But when the people are having children at the age of 60, you know, at the age of 60. By the time the man is 70, he has a 10-year-old child. 80. You understand? So ideally, if people start early, by the time they are 60, at least their children are in their 20s. You know what I mean? What am I even saying? Let's even say the man married at the age of 40, 30. A man that married at the age of 30, by the time he's 60, his children are in their 30s. Or by or even if you marry at the age of 40, the children are already in their 20s by the time he's 60. You see what I'm trying to say? At least persons will have been around to raise them to an extent before they leave this world. That is ideal. I'm just saying. Those are the areas of concern about raising children. Children, it would be nice to be having children early in life, you know, ideally. Because some people that married early, they did not even still see. They will not start having children very late. It happens. We're just talking about ideally. So basically, I've gone here and there, but I'm coming back to the aspect of people always say Regina Daniel's mother, he blame her, it's her fault. I'm telling you guys, there are parents that have disagreed and the children still went ahead. For example, Bianca Ojukwu. Bianca still went ahead. You understand? Look at Regina. The father did not agree. Regina still went ahead, but the man has turned around. So I'm not going to be too quick to say it's Regina Daniel's mother's fault. That's my stand anyways when it comes to this blaming of Regina Daniel's mother. That is my stand. As always, it's my opinion that I have shared, and I personally believe that it was Regina. Personally believe it was Regina Daniel's. What's it called now? Personally, I believe it was Regina Daniel's choice, and the mother did not fight her for her choice. That is what I think happened. As always, my opinion is what I have shared, and as always, whatever your opinions are, please leave them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.